Hello there guys, this is going to be your daily tarot guidance reading. Not sure what is happening here. Why the screen is so blurred. Sorry about that guys, give me 1 second. This is so strange. Okay, that's what happens when you let kids play with your stuff, I guess. Alright, the lens was totally messed up, so I'm assuming my daughter was messing with my iPad. But anyway, hope you guys can see my daughter's sleep. So when I record under this light, it's past her bedtime. She's asleep in my room. So I do what I have to do. If you don't like it, you know where to go. Excuse yourself. Peace. Alright, this is going to be your daily tarot guidance reading for Thursday, May the 17th, 2018. Okay. Learn spread us for highest guidance, truth, and clarity for the collective energies surrounding Thursday's energy. Thursday, May the 17th, 2018. Okay. First card out is the Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, we have a lot of suits. So we have the Knight and two Queens. We equally have water and earth. So the Two of Cups with the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles, with a little bit of fire. So not a logical energy, really. So with the Knight of Cups, I feel this day, I feel with the Knight, seems like a progression of something emotional. Could be extending an offer. It could be being extended an offer. It could also be following through with something in the matters of the heart. It could also represent two people coming together as a result of some sort of calling, emotional extending over for, offer, or like I said, it could also be apologies. It could be some sort of heartfelt expression. The challenge with this energy is the Two of Cups. With the Two of Cups here, I feel like the challenge would be possibly seeing eye to eye, or understanding another person's emotions, where they're coming from, what they're, what they're trying to convey based upon what they're expressing emotionally, or hearing another person out, or being afraid that someone is going to misunderstand you, or people, might be more than one person involved, afraid that you're not being heard or understood, or not quite sure if the energy is going to be reciprocated or mutual in some way that you're challenged by. Could also be that the challenge is not everybody is going to understand, or someone else, if this is just you in another situation or person, it may very well be that it's not going to be peachy keen, where someone is just, in agreement with you. Say you did something wrong to someone and you want to take it back and you want to apologize, and that person could still be, resentful or unforgiving. So it's about some sort of coming together, and it could also be emotional balance. So some of you guys could be having a hard time with finding emotional balance within yourselves. The Two of Cups can represent your two energies, your yin and yang energy within yourself. But with your approach to the situation, you have the Queen of Pentacles, if you can see her. With the Queen of Pentacles energy, I feel more so that as your approach to the situation, it's like you're going to kind of have to mellow out the emotional energy and be more grounded with this whole, whatever this is. Because I feel, first, it could even be self-worth, realizing your worth and whatever this pentacle represents to you Doesn't always have to be about money or materialistic things. It could very well represent your own self-worth and whatever it is that you have to share or express, or whatever you are feeling, whatever you are valuing at this point. To see the value in it and nurture that, or respect it, or honor it without judgment. Having compassion for yourself and the situation or others. It could be fire and water signs are involved, and earth signs are involved. I want to say Cancers. Could be Virgos and whatever fire sign. But it can be any earth sign and water sign too as well. But I feel that more so the Queen of Pentacles is about self-worth and honoring who you are as a person. And if you're someone who does wear your heart on your sleeve, being able to create healthy boundaries and standards for yourself, while at the same time not putting yourself in vulnerable positions where you're being disrespected, or where you're taking yourself for granted, or where you're allowing others to take you for granted. It's something about self-worth, I feel. With the Queen of Wands as your focus, the Queen of Wands could represent, that suggested focus, that you don't back down. You are courageous in whatever this is, in the matters of the heart, or whatever this cup represents to you, wherever it's leading you, whatever the cup is, however you feel, or whatever someone else may be feeling. It's some energy of respect, charisma, making your opinion known or your passions known, not being afraid to be assertive, confident in yourself or a situation, being optimistic in the midst of adversity. Because I see the Queen of Wands as very much like like a Tina Turner, a woman that's come from a very trying past, but a strong woman, and still not only a strong woman, but still a loving individual, still smiling, still happy. So that's how I see the Queen of Wands. Like, she's someone who's gone through the fire and still can come out strong and more powerful and more confident within themselves, more fearless, but still have that kind heart. And that's how I see the Queen of Wands, and I feel like that's the energy for you. So it could be you're so tired, not that you don't feel like you can't continue forward, especially if this is a love situation, or this is, you've been turned down by a job. Or it also reminds me, this energy kind of reminds me of the movie The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. Like, he never gave up, no matter what was thrown at him throughout the movie. He still was in the pursuit of making something happen for himself. He didn't give up on himself. And that's the vibe I'm getting. Like, you might have gone through many different disappointments, but you haven't backed down. You're still, in a way, carrying your heart on your sleeve. The Queen of Pentacles could represent that aspect of you that doesn't give up, but this time you grow a little more stronger. You grow a little more sure of yourself. You know what it is that's important to you and what you value. And that Queen of Wands is that aspect of you that's fearless and continues to push through, knowing that there's a silver lining. With the Eight of Pentacles as a conclusion, there's a work in progress involved. There's something, this being a Virgo energy, Virgos are known as the perfectionists, the hardworking cards, or the hard workers. This card can represent perfecting on a craft, something that you've already started. You've already put some blood, sweat, and tears into something, and Spirit's telling you to keep that energy going and not to give up. Because as you know, the Eight of Pentacles is not far from the Ten of Pentacles. It's still some work to be done, but it's not far off. It's not the time to give up. It's not the time to give up on yourself or give up. This could be someone around you. Maybe you have to encourage somebody not to give up on themselves or give up, period. Because you have a lot of nurturing energies. So I would definitely say this could also be mothering or nurturing. It could also be a sign to find balance with your own feminine energies within yourself. But that is what I'm getting. So that is the reading. Okay, so I'm going to use the Energy Oracle for the love energies today rather than the romance angels. So I'm going to ask for divine guidance in relations to love, matters of the heart, partnerships of all kinds. This card couldn't resist itself. This is the man holding a coin. Okay, let's keep shuffling. Divine Spirit, ask for highest guidance and clarity for Thursday in the matters of the heart, partnerships of all kinds. Anything that's of relevance and importance for the collective for Thursday. Ooh. Thank you. Financial constraints, okay? This is door to personal healing and happiness. With a man holding a coin and financial constraints, I'm getting the vibe because the man holding a coin can be equivalent to the King of Pentacles almost. So I'm just getting that for some of you, you guys could feel like you're lacking something in the matters of love or in the matters of the heart. If this is about a passion, such as a career, such as a job that you love or wanting, it could be for some of you starting off, whatever this career, this job is. I know this has nothing to do with relationships for some people, but it is something that could be important for you and your heart. When it comes to starting a career, starting your own business, it may, be those slow moments where you might not have any clients, where you might not have enough money to provide for your family based off of this one thing that you decided to do. Or right now you might not have all the tools and all of the, materials or products for whatever it is that you're starting career-wise. Like, say, if you're a singer, you might not be able to afford studio time, or pay people for, promotional things. So let's just say that. So it kind of goes back to the beginning reading with the general energy, the pursuit of happiness. I feel like it's seeing yourself opposite, because these are opposite energies, wealth and poverty. Financial constraints, man holding a coin. So it's like the King of Pentacles versus like the Five of Pentacles energy almost, if you want to go there. So it's like you gotta choose which energy you wish to point your perception. So I know it's hard, especially when you don't have the money to pay your bills or you don't have something. It's hard to look at yourself and say, you know what, I might not have it right now, but that doesn't mean that I'm not blessed and provided for always, or that it's not going to happen, or I'm already abundant as is. Sometimes you got to fake it until you make it. And that's the key. If you listen to a lot of people who weren't rich, some people who have it all, who are millionaires, billionaires, whatever, some of them weren't wealthy before. They don't come from wealthy families. People in the music industry or entertainment, whatever, if that's your thing, not all of them came from money, or they didn't have ties to record labels and radio stations and all of that to get heard. They had to grind for that. They had to believe that they would be that next best thing. They had to. And that's kind of what Spirit's telling you. When it comes to love, for some of you guys, you could feel like you're lacking in love. You feel like, well, because he or she is not here, or I haven't met anybody yet, or I'm still single, or I haven't got that one thing that I want in the matters of the heart, or in relationships with others, or a romantic one, that I'm somehow lacking. And it's like Spirit saying that's all in your own perception, okay? Because we create our own door, like this card says, personal healing and happiness. When we go through that door of, it's all a matter of our perception. It's all a matter of our own self-worth. Sometimes it is healing past certain things, because a lot of times we've been programmed, whether it be by our family, society, whatever, that we're unworthy of what we want. We got to settle. We got to do this. We got to do that. Nothing worth it comes easy. We've been told certain things. And I feel like some of that is true. Sometimes we do have to work through certain things. We do have to heal. We have to release. And it's not easy work. Healing for anybody is not easy. And a part of healing, in a way, is we are releasing old structures and programs that we've placed on ourselves, or we've allowed other people to place on us, or as children, we took on certain programming from our family, certain things we were taught, and it's like we have to reverse that. So sometimes we believe we're unworthy of what we want because as kids we're told what we can and can't do, right? So there's a limit already put there in our subconscious as a child. So it's something about your perception of I have and I don't have. If it's not this way, then it's, I'm lacking. I'm slacking in some area, I'm losing in some way. And I feel Spirit saying that wealth and abundance is all a perception, whether that be financial abundance, spiritual abundance, mental, emotional, love is abundance. It's all our perception. Okay. It's all in the heart. And for some of you guys, you might not feel like you're valuable. For some reason, I'm feeling more of men not seeing yourself as valuable or worthy of what you're wanting. If you're not, some of you guys could be suffering from this energy of, I'm speaking to men, no matter if you're heterosexual, homosexual, it doesn't matter. I'm speaking to you, if you feel that your worth is determined by your status in life, how much money you make, your health, that type of thing. If you're a woman, and it could be that maybe you need to embrace more of your masculine side to help you feel more deserving of what you want, or more deserving as a person, period. As your birthright, you deserve the best. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be happy. But knowing that these things start first within, that a man cannot make you happy, a woman cannot make you happy. They can add to your happiness, hopefully, if you're already at that point within yourself, but they can never take it away or make it. It's No one should ever be able to dictate how you feel. They can influence it, but it's up to you to say, I welcome that energy. I allow you to influence me to feel anger, to go off on you, to make me completely happy until you make me unhappy. So that's a part of healing that we have to go through. It's a part of that energy of codependency too that we also have to break. That if you're not giving me something, if you're not giving me whatever you got, whether that be attention, whether that be money, whether that be love, happiness, if you don't give it to me, then I'm just stripped of it. I don't have anything. So that's why Spirit wants you to heal. That's why this bottom card came out, door to healing and happiness, because you got to heal yourself first before you can truly be great and whole within yourself. You got to work through the things that say that you aren't, or that you're not good enough, or you need somebody else to complete you. And a lot of times that's why Spirit chooses, and it's a blessing, take it as a blessing, that Spirit's not sending certain people in your life right now. Because if God sent you, the universe, whatever you want to call it, the Most High, your ancestors, your deities, whatever, why they haven't sent you something or somebody simply is because you're not in the space to receive it. So if you were to, at this space, feeling like I'm not anything, I don't deserve nothing, I'm unhappy, until he or she gets here, then I'll be good. Or until I get that career, I'm happy. Until this or that, until people acknowledge me and see my worth and see how intelligent and great I am, then I'll be happy. So the reason why Spirit's not bringing about that desire you have, say you have a great desire to have a happy relationship and partnership with someone who's whole within themselves and is happy within themselves, is doing great for themselves. But here you are over here beating yourself up for the fact that you don't have this type of career, you don't have this type of body, or you're single and you're happy or you're unhappy. When you're in that space, you're going to attract somebody actually that mirrors that same energy back to you. A man or woman who feels sorry for themselves, and you're going to have a relationship where there's a bunch of drama or emotional drain and stress. I know what it's like. And sometimes Spirit does allow that because it helps you to heal. For one, it helps that person to heal, hopefully. But the fact that Spirit's not putting you through that right now is a blessing. And a part of it is because Spirit's like, now it's time, you're big enough, you're strong enough now to handle the healing without somebody else having to push you to it and trigger it from you. You're at a point now where it's all on you to look at you and say, when am I going to start making myself happy? When am I going to start saying, you know what, I recognize that this is unhealthy within me. How can I fix it? How can I do better within myself? How can I start cutting these cords with these types of patterns and energies within myself that are not serving me for what I want, or just as a person in this life? What can I do? And that's where I feel like a lot of spirit wants people to be, not dependent upon someone else in society and family and their friends to make them whole again. That stage is over. You know, it's like we've mastered those energies, and now it's time to just face ourselves and take accountability for our own feelings and our own happiness, our own joy. It's not about somebody else making us feel good so that we can feel good about ourselves. If they make us feel good, it's like, cool, I already feel good about myself. You're just making me feel better. It's the icing on top of the cake, or it's the cherry on top of the sundae. It's not that you're the whole cake and you're making my whole day. It can't be that anymore, because that's not living. You're living off of somebody else's batteries. You're not charging your own batteries. You want somebody else to do it for you, and that's not a healthy dynamic. Friendship, family, business, whatever it is, that's not a healthy dynamic. So I hope that makes sense. All right. I'm going to pick a card with the Angel Answers Oracle cards. So if you guys have a question, a specific question in mind, something you haven't asked Spirit or asked someone or a reader 12,000 times, it's something that is new and refreshed, because you'll start getting confused asking the same questions. Trust me, I know. Personally, I know. When you ask the same question over and over again, it might be a different answer, and you'll start getting confused. And it's because it's like Spirit's like, hey, didn't I just tell you the first time what it was? You don't want to hear it? That's up to you. You know, Spirit has no problem with setting us straight and making us go, wait a minute, like, what? Like, yeah. I know what that energy's like. So I would suggest, of course, it's your own free will. You want to ask the same question again, that's up to you. But I would suggest choosing something that is really of importance that you want to know that you have not asked before, okay? All right, Divine Spirit, whatever cards, the individuals who are meant to receive a message from this reading and these cards, that whichever card they receive is accurate to their situation, is the accurate answer to their question, that it reveals clear insight, and that it be received with love and healing. Thank you. All right, 3 cards of my Spirit. Okay. All right, so if you guys are drawn to card 1, 2, or 3, I'm going to give everybody a moment to meditate. I would suggest, if you feel like I don't give you enough time, to just go ahead and pause the video. That way you have time to meditate as long as you want. Just as a heads up, you guys, I will be adding new products to my website. I have some 7-day prayer candles. I have some sage, Palo Santo wood. I will be adding some crystals and gemstones with some of my, I'm going to have some care packs, or, yeah, certain love packs, care packs, and stuff like that. I will be adding new things to my website very soon, so be on the lookout for that. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, you could also go to my website, which is waluchildreadings.com. Just be sure, you guys, to sign up first on the website before trying to purchase a reading. Also, if you guys would like a instant reading with me, you guys can hit me up at any time at Instantgo, which is a mobile app for iPhone users only for right now. So you guys can purchase instant phone readings with me, text message readings, or video chat readings at any time on the go. Also, if you guys would like a more full and in-depth personal reading, pronto, if you are in need of a reading or you just are impatient with my time frame for my readings, you guys can definitely purchase an emergency reading. Once you do, it will be emailed out to you as a voice recording within 24 hours. Also, I do offer phone sessions for 30 minutes and 60 minutes. If you guys are interested in that, with booking one with me, you guys can check out my website. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So everything you will need to know will be in the description box below. So without further ado, you guys, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on card 1, 2, or 3 and your question. All right. Okay. Hopefully you guys got the answer that you needed, or the question that you guys needed. So if you were drawn to card number 1, the message is, or the answer is in the near future with a no. So it sounds like it's a no for right now, but maybe it will change in the near future. So not right now, okay, I feel. So let some time pass. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this card, okay? Card number 2, you have opportunity with listen to your intuition at the bottom. So it's kind of yielding towards a positive answer, whether it's a positive situation that you're asking about or not. But I feel like it's a yes, let's say, with opportunity. So there's something that is open or available or showing itself to you, but you have to trust your intuition or listen to your intuition, as it says at the bottom card. Card number 2, or 3, sorry. Forgiveness and let go. Okay, so forgiveness to me kind of sounds like a no or maybe with let go. So I'm yielding more towards a no. That the answer to your question is a no or not right now or maybe. I feel like it requires some sort of just let it be, you know. It is what it is. Release resentment, release guilt, release control, release anger, whatever negative emotions come up. Spirit's saying that something about forgiveness and just letting it go, okay? So that is your reading, you guys. Much love to you as always. I hope this reading was insightful and helpful to those who are meant to receive this message. As always, you guys, much love. Taurus is out there. Birthday special still running for you guys now until the 21st, which is next Monday. So you guys have until next Monday to take advantage of those Taurus birthday readings before Geminis get theirs. So much love to you guys. Peace.